Gayton Mckenzie is a South African Minister of Sports under the government of National Unity, which was created when there was no absolute winner in the recently held elections in South Africa. I think it must be last year, and he emerged as the Minister of Sports. Gayton Mckenzie actually became popular in South Africa for campaigning for the mass deportation of foreign nationals. The last slogan that scored him a lot of votes was a xenophobic slogan entitled Abahambe, where he was demanding the Africans in South Africa to be chased away. Now, guess what? I think Malema prophesied about this. People sometimes they will always undermine Julius Malema, but Malema said that it would start as hatred against other fellow Africans, and this hatred will cascade to fellow black South Africans. Now he is in a racial slur storm, calling black South Africans cafe, a very, very racial word. Especially considering the history of South Africa against the apartheid government. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So I will read the words that Gayton Mckenzie said, and then I will be commenting if necessary. It is his account that he was writing these words. He says words like black diamond basically means you are, I think he was trying you a better cafe. Stop naming and giving nonsensical titles to blacks. That was the first tweet on X. And then the second one, words like tenderpreneur and black diamond basically just describe you as a better cafe. He repeated this again. I mean, they are actually going. These are words which were not said now. These are words which were said in 2017, not now. But it seems someone went down to his account to dig this information. The first post was made on 3 August, it must be 308 2017. The other one 18 August 2015. The other one it was 30 June 2013, where he said a cafe's sole ambition is to collect a certain number of kekle to buy a wife with, and then pass his life in indolence and nakedness. Gandhi. And this was done in 2013. We should also be honest about the fact that our foreign brothers and sisters have become the new cafe for some white business owners. And then he also wrote this: the word Zuma replaced the word cafe. Criticism has reached racist levels. Hard to distinguish between, I can't actually read other words, and this has spared quite a number of political parties in South Africa, like the ActionSA. It says ActionSA, I mean, they have released a press statement following this matter, and it says ActionSA has reported Minister Gayton Mckenzie to the Human Rights Commission for racist media. Post is dated 9 August 2025. The release immediately. ActionSA has reported Minister Gayton Mckenzie to the South African Human Rights Commission for racist remarks in which he repeatedly used hateful slurs from the apartheid era, along with other offensive references that served to degrade and dehumanize black South Africans. While we hold reservations about the effectiveness of the SAHRC, it remains the constitutionally empowered institution mandated to address such matters according Accordingly, we will follow the prescribed process, but are fully prepared to independently institute proceedings at the Equality Court in terms of Section 20 of the Promotion of Equality and Prevention of Unfair Discrimination Act. Earlier this week, ActionSA joined South Africans in condemning vile and repugnant remarks directed towards the community. Today, we do the same in confronting racism in all its forms by holding a sitting cabinet minister accountable for comments that no reasonable person can defend as anything other than racist and demeaning. Racism and the dehumanizing of any person, regardless of their race, has no place in South Africa, which is why we have lodged a complaint against the Minister, Dean McPherson, for his deeply offensive and racially charged attacks on ActionSA supporters, referring to them as Amapara and hobos. Non-racialism is a founding and defining value of ActionSA, echoing our belief that we must fight to protect the dignity of every South African and ensure that all, especially those serving as cabinet ministers, uphold the very essence of our constitutional dispensation, for which many sacrificed their lives. I can tell you these revelations put the Minister of Sports in serious trouble, knowing the kind of society we are dealing with. They are going to push so hard. Political parties are going to manipulate this situation to also score political scores. So that's it. The Minister of Sports in South Africa, Gayton Mckenzie, in trouble over the racial slurs that he made in the past. Will they be considered now? Are they consequential to this day and age? What would be his justification of all these slurs, taking into consideration that he was pretending to be fighting against the racism, especially on colored people. You see, these people who pretend sometimes to be acting in the best interest of certain groups using hatred, they should be really seriously looked into. Most of them, they have got serious problems. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, guess what, you become the very first one to watch us. You can find